Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. There is a very interesting tweet by Ngunyi, a tweet that is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Ngunyi, the Raila Odinga we knew is back, Simba, and he has nothing to lose except his chains. There is a groundswell in his favor, but Ruto is an immovable object. Can the Greenhorn government take him on without getting dehorned? That's Mutai's tweet some hours ago. Before we dig deep into this analysis, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. In this video, I want us to understand the current political reality in the country and why I strongly believe William Ruto might go down in history as a one-term president. And any leader associating with Ruto will be forced to carry the excess baggage of William Ruto's government. Let's start with the ODM leaders we saw recently at State House. It's a fact that the leaders made the decision without consulting the people. They joined William Ruto not for development, but for their own personal gains. That's the first reason as to why those leaders might have joined William Ruto. The second reason, it's true that upon William Ruto being declared the winner, very many of Raila's supporters were disappointed and disillusioned. And even some of Raila's supporters themselves thought Raila Odinga was finished politically. So these leaders who joined William Ruto, they might have gotten such wrong signals, and that could have also informed their joining of William Samoei Ruto. The truth of the matter, as politics gets charged, Kenyans will retreat back to their ethnic and political cocoons. As much as Raila supporters were very much disappointed when the results were announced, as politics gets charged properly, they will all recede to their political and ethnic cocoons. So the leaders joining William Ruto from Luo Nyanza or from predominantly ODM zones, most definitely, they will face the wrath on the ground. That's something I'm saying with a lot of confidence. And I'm also saying that because since 2007, Kenya's presidential elections have always been very close. As much as I strongly believe William Ruto will be very unpopular in 2027 or maybe going into the future, in the event that the polls will be the way they have always been, it also means the polls will be close. And when the polls are close, it just means that the traditional voting patterns will just remain as they are. So any leader from Nyanza, Western Coast, Kisii, Northeastern, Maasai's, any leader from those areas joining William Ruto will have to work extra hard to actually win his or her seat. Because in the event the polls will be close, then it means that the traditional voting baskets will just remain as they are. So to start with the leaders joining William Ruto, I consider them as leaders not looking into the future. They are making serious political blunders. In fact, they are committing political suicide. If you look at Raila Odinga, it's a fact that William Ruto's government failure to perform or failure to deliver is actually making Raila Odinga stronger on the ground. Because a good majority of Kenyans who had faith and trust in William Ruto are losing trust in him. So the only natural destination for these people is Raila Odinga. By them losing trust in William Ruto, they can only but embrace Raila Odinga. And that's why if you do a research right now, a proper research on the ground, you will see Raila's popularity actually rising compared to the way it was some 2 or 3 months ago. And that is because Ruto is not delivering. A majority of Kenyans are getting disappointed each passing day with William Ruto's government. And if again you look on how Ruto is actually ruling, Ruto and his team are coming out as very clueless on matters governance. In fact, just look at William Ruto, the very first thing he did, immediately he was sworn in as the president. He gave Uhuru Kenyatta a job, after which we saw him removing subsidies on some basic commodities. That helped in making life very difficult. Upon removing those subsidies, Ruto increased the size of his government. And again, if you look at the people William Ruto is appointing in his government, they are people who are clearly very clueless. People who are even corrupt. And the fact that they were appointed as cabinet secretaries or as principal secretaries does not mean they will stop being corrupt. In fact, their corruptness will just increase. So in the long run, we'll most definitely have a government that is actually squandering from public coffers. As the government squanders from the public, you will find that life will be more difficult and now services will not reach the people. That's how the rebellion will actually increase against William Samoei Ruto. And again, if you look at what is happening on the mountain, a good majority of Mount Kenya residents had very high expectations of a William Ruto's government. But from what William Ruto is doing, it's very clear that even that mountain is losing its trust in Ruto. And should that persist, then we are now just seeing another serious rebellion against William Ruto in an area that overwhelmingly voted for him. And above all, I also believe that Raila Odinga associating himself with Uhuru Kenyatta also worked against Raila Odinga, in that Raila was also forced to carry the excess baggages of Uhuru Kenyatta's government. But now Raila in the opposition, I believe that Raila has a very good chance of actually regenerating himself and coming out stronger than he was in 2022. And from the look of things, Raila is getting stronger as William Ruto weakens, because Kenyans have come to terms with the reality that Ruto lied to them. Ruto was not ready to form a government. He was just cheating Kenyans. And on top of that, any government coming or rather riding to power on populist platform, it's a fact, and this is something I've been saying, such governments becomes very unpopular within a very short time. That's exactly what is befalling William Ruto's government. Ruto is coming very unpopular. And now back to Mutai Street. It's actually true that Ruto's government is green on. Raila is where he is, or rather where he is and should be. Raila is where he should be. The Raila Odinga we knew. The Raila who was defending the common man, the hustlers. And that will just make Raila stronger on the ground. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, if you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled for the kind of support you're giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person who wants to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.